buddy. What's that? I don't know. I think you're live. Yeah. What do you think, Max? Here. See if you can tighten it a little bit. Okay. Here. We're live, buddy. We're live. I know. It's tough to be a bird. Good job, buddy. Good job. Well, you can go to the bathroom right there. Where do you think you're going? Come on up. Up, up. Up. Climb up. Oh. The heck. I'm just trying to get this going live on Facebook, buddy. What do you think? Max, you're making a mess. You're making a mess. I'll be commenting in just a minute, folks. If you just joined us, thank you, thank you. I don't know what this is doing, buddy. I'm having a problem going live on Facebook. There we go. There we go, buddy. What are you doing, honey? Yeah, I know, honey. Yeah? I know, Max, but how about you climb up, honey? How about you climb up? Can you climb up? It's hard for people to see you down there. Max, how are we supposed to see you down there? How about you climb up, honey? All right, we should be live on Facebook and live on YouTube. There's my chat on YouTube, honey. What are you doing, Max? You can climb all the way up there, honey. You sure can. Good job. All right, we're into the chat. Huzzah! Well, what are you finding? Is there anything good? Hi, Jordan. Tango says super. It's cloudy and warm on this lovely day. I need a nap, sorry to say. So if I'm silent, you know what to do. Call Tango from heaven to poop in my shoe. Ah, sweet Tango, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Who wants Aggies? Let me go see if we have food enough to eat. Max, what are you doing down there? Come up. Max, do you want some Aggies? I got Aggies for you. Well, you know where the Aggies are going to be, buddy. They're going to be up top, so how about you climb? How about you climb? Yeah, Facebook peeps, I'll get Max up on the bridge in a minute. Eggies are hot, honey. But I might have your first nibble ready to go. Can you climb up for a nibble of Eggies? Oh, yeah. What would you do for a nibble of Eggies, honey? Climb up. Climb up. First nibble, climb up. There we go. Sorry, Facebook, just getting us up. Marco's been a member for 7 months. Give us a buck. Oh, Max, you made a poopers. You made a poopers. Let me come clean that up. Oh. Max, let me clean that up. Talk about extra packaging here. Let me clean that in a minute. I know, Max. We got all sorts of stories to tell in just a minute. Okay, I'm just going to clean that up, okay? Ugh. Aki. And Sherry's been a member for 8 months. Give us a buck. And Karen, 8 months, buck. Want a sock? Yes. You want a sock. So you wanted your Eggies, right, Max? Once I get your Eggies, and I've got the prettiest cup ever for them. Oh, these ones are still cooling. Gotta cool. Gotta cool. So good to see everybody joining us. Hello. I see a question here from It's Azure. Can you sing? Well, Max can. I can't sing very well. And TKL's busy singing in the background. And Tango's been a member for 8 months. Oh my goodness. Who knows where the time goes? Yeah, Max says it's not a problem. Hi, Karen. So glad you're back. Buck from Marco and for Sherry and for Karen. Yeah. Sharon from Raising Cane lost a member of her flock a week ago. Bozo, so yeah. So tough. Yeah, so send us some love. Max, what have I got? Oh, you know what's in there, don't you? You sure do. Let me just hop over here for a minute and see what's happening in Facebook world. Hi, David. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Gary. Hi, Charles. Yeah, Mango's in the background. I'm just getting everybody some Eggies. Oh, and over on Facebook land, Karen sent us a $4.99 super. She says, glad to be back, Hack. We're so glad to have you. Hi, Linda. Oh, my goodness. So good to see everybody. Hey, Mango. You want some Eggies? I've got Eggies for everybody else, too. They're good. They're good. Oh, so good, honey. Oh, so good. Who wants Eggies? I've got Eggies for you, honey. Hi. Yeah, I thought you might like those. Decal, look at this. Eggies. How about you take the whole bunch? Come here. Right here. There you go. Good job, Decal. I got Eggies for you, Mango? Eggies. Eggies. You want some eggies? Oh boy. Eggies. Yeah, Mango. You got eggies. Emily, we'd love to hear a bird joke. Hi, White Mouse. Yeah. No, we've had a good week. Max has been out supervising the construction workers and giving them enthusiastic bucks. We actually had something really cool happen this week with the construction workers. Max was out visiting, and we had the crew out that was moving the big drop chutes. If you haven't been keeping up, lots of construction around here, hail remediation, hardy board, they've got to remove the siding to fix the drip edge. Roofs, shingles were just totally destroyed last August. You know, some windows, screens, all of the soft metals, yada. There is a ton of work being done. So we've had lots of workmen around. But they were moving a drop chute, and the drop chute's on the back ends of the houses where it is a 3-story drop to the removal trucks. So they've got, oh, Max, do you want some more? I got some more. I just don't have another pretty cup. Would you be okay if I gave you a not so pretty cup? You don't care as long as there's eggies in it? Okay. Well, we could do another cup of eggies for you. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Give me a minute, honey. I've just got to dish them out. So they're putting up this big scaffolding with a drop chute, and a drop chute is just a big chute that basically connects the third floor to the bottom exits onto the dump truck where they are hauling away the old shingles and detritus from the roofs. And they're putting it up beside each building, and we've got in our complex here, 11 buildings. So they're moving it around, and the guys were over moving the drop chute beside our unit this week. And Max knows what this is all about. He's been through it a few times, and he was watching. He was quite happy. Oh, goodness, look at that eggie, honey. I really whipped it up for you, didn't I? So good. So he's out visiting, and one of the guys just greets him with a hi, Max. Already knows Max's name. He's been here before. And towards the end of the day, we were out for a walk, and this fellow from the scaffolding construction company says, you know, my son absolutely loves watching Max. And I said, oh? Did you want to get a selfie with him? And this guy, his eyes just lit up. He went, oh my gosh, yes. So we helped make somebody Father of the Year. But yeah, it was honestly a lot of fun for Max to go out and visit with the guys. Not so much fun with all the noise that's happening. Cal, did you drop your eggies? Here, let me help you find your eggies. You should still have eggies. Well, there they are, honey. Right here. Right here. Come here. Come on. Right here. Yeah, there you go, honey. Yeah. TKL's eyesight is not what it used to be. Oh my goodness, we got 200 stars from Linda on Facebook. Thank you, Linda. See, as King says, can you say to the bird I said hi? Well, hello, Max. Oh my goodness, so good to see everybody. But yeah, so Max really made somebody's day. But it always is fun to just remember how many people follow Max and how many people Max touches. I mean, each and every one of you, if you're joining us, I want you to balk up in the comments and let us know where are you joining us from. Let us know and say hello to somebody you might not know in the comments. We've got a whole bunch of new people here today, which is so much fun. So I want to challenge you in the comments, just look at somebody commenting you don't know and just say hello to them. Let's make this one a real social Saturday, because we're a super friendly bunch. If you're new and you haven't commented yet, comment so we can say hi. We're very, very friendly here, right, Max? We don't tolerate hate speech or shenanigans like that. And we've got our lovely moderator, Sharon from Raising Cane, who helps keep an eye on stuff. It's great because when I'm streaming, I'm running around. Right now, I've got 2 cameras set up because I'm having a problem with dual streaming. So I've got a cell phone streaming to YouTube, a webcam streaming to Facebook. I know, Max, it is tough, and I'm just going to fix the Facebook feed a little bit there. Is that a better angle? Yeah, I think that's a better angle. Yeah, and I'm trying to keep an eye on all of the comments. Yeah, no, it's so good to see everybody. I love doing these lives. We get to hang out, we get to talk, we get to chat, we get to share some of the news. Is anybody following Einstein's trip? Einstein, the talking Texan Gray, our friend, Tico's friend, is out on a marvelous road trip right now. Posting up about it each day, and Einstein is traveling super well. I think that's fun. Yeah, you don't travel too far, do you, Max? Just around? But you know, Max is getting better about going on longer trips too. I don't have anything big planned. Yeah. Do you have any trips planned this summer? If you do, let us know in the comments. What are you planning on doing? We know there's a couple of people, and we're not going to name them, but you know who you are, who are planning to come to Calgary. And we're super excited about that. And we're making plans to meet up with them while they are in town. So that is going to be really exciting. Hi, Geller. Hello. Hi, Gary. Hi, Denise. Oh, my goodness. Look at everybody joining us. Mink, no, it is Cockatoo for sure. Oh, Sharon's thinking about taking Kane with her when she goes to Illinois to visit her first grandbaby. That could be fun. Jocelyn says she took Cinnamon for a walk. Cinnamon is the cutest cockatiel. And I saw your photos earlier this week, Jocelyn. And oh my goodness, Cinnamon's doing so good wearing his little harness, and it is so cute. Just love seeing birds out in harness. If you've been watching any of our outdoor videos, you've probably noticed it's shoulder season. Couple of times Max has had to wear a hoodie just to stay warm, but Max has been going out just wearing a harness. I mean, practically naked. It is funny. Thank you, T-Cal. Yeah, so it's been fun. We've had a good night, right, Max? Right, Max? Okay. One more for you, honey, right here. You want some? You want some? Good job. Hi, T-Cal. Do you like some? This. Oh. It's interesting with T-Cal because T-Cal's vision is not what it used to be. So I have to be super careful when I'm handing him things because he gets super frustrated. He knows I'm there. He knows there's something there. And he does not always quite zero in on where it is, especially when it's dark. And, you know, so I basically sort of head over somewhere. I make a bit of noise on the cage so he knows exactly where I am. Position myself right beside a perch, and then I wait for him to reach for it, and I move the food to wherever his beak is. If I'm not paying attention, my finger can get grabbed. My finger's not food, T-Cal. But yeah, no, it's interesting, and I mean, some days his vision just seems perfectly good, and others it just seems like it's not where it used to be. So he's getting older. T-Cal turned 50 this month on the 30th of May. So that is pretty amazing. Oh my goodness, that's good coffee, Max. Yeah, TCal, let me tell you a little story about what happened to TCal this week. Everybody knows that TCal the Amazon is a water baby. He loves getting spray showers. He loves having baths, anything to do with water. And my flock really enjoy getting a quick blow dry after a shower. Now, I use a blow dryer on the cool air setting only. Two reasons for this. Number one, blow dryers tend to have metals in them that you don't want to heat up and blow on your bird. You know, you never know where there's things like Teflon and whatnot. So you don't want to be heating things up. And number two, your bird does not need hot air. Hot air can really dry things out quickly, yes, but you could easily burn a bird with it. So I just set it on the cool air setting because they just enjoy having the air blowing across the feathers, especially when they're wet. And any feathers that didn't get a good bath, they just get a nice dusting. Really useful, especially with cockatoo. And well, TCal's had his bath. He's been puttering around in the tub. And when I pull him out of the tub, I put him down on a towel on the tub edge. Give him a chance to drip dry. Give him a chance to dry out a little bit. So TCal is really happy, and he's burbling along, singing a little song, and he stepped off the towel, so he's just standing on the tub edge. I don't think twice about this, because the cockatoos stand on the tub edge all the time. TCal sometimes does not like standing on a towel, and I've just told TCal that I'm going to do, a little bit of a nail trim, and, it's going to be all pretty, and, blow drying TCal, and he's minding his own business, and he shifts his weight. You've never seen such a surprised Amazon in your life. His eyes go wide, his wings go up, and as he flips his wings, he starts to slip backwards, and he leans forward with his beak. He probably would have been able to save it if he would not have lifted up his wings. As soon as he lifted up his wings and waved them in the air, he pulled himself backwards. Yeah, not the best flyer in the world, I'll say, and just ended up. This is not his favorite ride in the amusement park, folks. That slippy slide was really steep and really scary, and he went zoom right into the tub. Poor little guy. Yeah. I actually posted a short about it on. It's going to come up here after the stream. So it'll be up on Reels on Facebook and on Shorts on YouTube. And it's just a short little clip. I debated if I wanted to show it, but you know what? I do show every moment of their lives. So sorry, TCal. TCal was very embarrassed about this, but it really shows what can happen if you're not paying attention and how quickly things can happen. My takeaways. TCal's an elderly bird. He's close to 50. The first thing I did after I picked him up, he was not very happy and he hissed at me. I don't blame him. I gave him a minute to reorient, picked him up, put him on a perch that was much lower to the ground, and decided to check him out. And so I gave him a little bit of a head scritchy, and then I felt out his wings and everything else just to make sure he hadn't hurt himself. Now, TCal's not a big fan of having hands underneath his wings. So he was a little bit grouchy with me, and you're sort of wondering, okay, are you grouchy because you hurt yourself? Or are you grouchy because you just went sliding? And TCal likes to hold his wings slightly out from his body when they're wet. So are you holding them out because you're injured or because you're wet? So that was the big question. Checked him out. He seemed absolutely fine. And he is absolutely fine. He's given me some very happy flaps and everything. But you always worry. So what are my takeaways on this one? Will I let him sit on the bath edge again? Absolutely. It's a good spot for him to sit after a bath or shower. But what I will do is I'll make sure that the towel is all the way across the edge so he cannot stand on a slippery surface. Towel he'd be able to grab onto much easier than slick bathtub, right? So that was my takeaway. Yeah, Max, I know. It's tough to be a bird, isn't it? It's really tough to be a bird. Oh, we've got some people talking on Facebook about flights and the timing of things. And Jordan chatting with another friend who just got back from a trip. And Jordan says, the pilot and me won't agree it took that long to do the actual flying part. Well, you know, I didn't know you were a pilot, Jordan. That is so exciting. I worked with an airline for a decade, and I've got to admit, I'm a little bit of an aviation geek. Something interesting flies overhead, I'm immediately hopping onto some of the flight radar sites to find out what it was, where it's flying to, etc. You know, and I do follow some of the aviation news. I think once you work for an airline, it just becomes part of your blood. But yeah. You know, flying, you know, the flights usually don't take that long, but it's all the time that you have to wait at the airport before boarding, transferring, waiting for luggage, all that. That just seems to add hours on to every time you travel. But yeah, no, I really, really loved when I worked with the airline. I had some flight benefits and I was able to take advantage of less expensive flights. And I have some really cool stories about those, but I'm not going to get into those right now, but I just wanted to geek out for a minute. Hi, Max, are you tired? Is it nappy time? Well, if Max is going to nap, I'll tell you a story about what happened this week. Oh, Chico's telling me to whisper. So did anybody see our live stream out on the patio this week? We did a pop-up. We just did it on YouTube. Why just YouTube? Because that's where we have the most people viewing, and we only, when we're out on the patio, we're only set up for a single device. I know there's some packages, some software packages that let you multiple stream off of a single device. We tried using those ones before and we had really, really bad quality issues. And we basically gave up on it. You know, it was costing us money and we had such bad latency because they were connecting us to Toronto. Well, we're in Calgary. I mean, this is a long distance away. That's not the nearest spot. But with long latency, we were having a lot of stutter in the videos, and we just gave up on that. So right now we're streaming off of independent devices. It works, but that's why outside we just did single stream. But when I was streaming, we were out there for about an hour, and Max was just living his best life, enjoying some of the sunshine on the patio. I had just washed all the patio furniture and everything else. But we're hanging out outside, and a couple of times Max lifts up his tail, and it's like, oh, well, I'd rather if you didn't go poop on my leg. So I picked him up, and I moved him where he could go, and each time I interrupted him, and I said, do you want to go poop? And he said, no, I don't really need to. And it's like, well, you lifted your tail. And I tend to hold him over top of the bushes because it's the easiest spot to go. And I didn't think he'd gone, but I mean, he might have gone, and but you can't really see if it's in the bushes, right? So, okay, fair enough. So we come in, and I'm thinking to myself, well, we just streamed for an hour, and Max didn't poop on the patio. Are you okay? If you're a bird owner, you watch things like poop, and it's like, well, you haven't eaten a lot, so you might be pooping a little bit slower because you're probably waiting for dinner. Max likes to wait when it's coming up on meal times because he knows there's probably a really tasty meal in wait. But I'm thinking, okay, he hasn't gone in a bit. So I took him into the bathroom, held him over the toilet, asked him to go poop. And he just looked at me and said, yeah, I don't need to. Didn't even lift his tail. I prompted him a few times. Nope. Well, okay, did you want to go poop over the garbage can? So I take him to the garbage can. Because if he's standing on me, usually that's where I'm going to cue him. No. So I put him on this perch, and I ask him again to go poop. And he looks at me and says, Mom, I don't need to go. And it's like, well, you're not getting off that until I see a good poop. So he sits there for a while. I get him some water. I get him some snacks to eat. He's drinking. He's eating. He's quite happy. So stuff's going in. No problem with eating. And I'm sitting here worrying in parrot owner because if your bird's not pooping, there might be a problem. I want to make sure that there's a problem before I race him to the vet. But I'm already mentally planning out for, oh my gosh, maybe I've got a problem here. Max hasn't pooped in over an hour. Oh my gosh. So, fair enough. Eventually he does poop, and I'm super happy about it. And he's looking at me going, why are you partying about a poop? And it's like, it was a beautifully formed poop. Beautifully formed. Everything looked great about it. It's like, so Max said, okay, can I go home now? Yeah, you can go home now. You can have the rest of your dinner now. So I take him home, puttering around, doing a bit of cleanup, and then I look at the floor right beside the front door, and there's this huge poop splatter that's dried. That wasn't there when we went out. Clearly, Max got interrupted a couple of times outside and decided that he would go poop as soon as he stepped inside. It's like, well, maybe I'm allowed to go here, lifted his tail, bombs away. I didn't notice it. I'd just taken off my shoes and I was walking in to take off his harness. So of course he didn't have to go when I'm busy prompting him. And I'm sitting there just worrying about him. And he's going, but Mom, I went on the floor. Yeah, so I cleaned that one up. So yeah, worried for nothing. But, you know, if you have birds, if you have parrots, you know that they are very good at hiding anything that's not right. If they're unwell, they will hide it. So if you see anything odd, if you see anything different, you tend to pay attention. If you have birds, I want you to tell me in the comments. I want you to either throw up a reaction emoji or make a comment and just let me know. If you have birds, have you ever panicked when you've seen poop of a different color, red poop or something like that? Have you ever had that momentary panic as bird owner? Toss up an emoji, let me know. Okay, part 2 of the question. I see lots of emojis flying. Part 2 of the question. Have you ever realized right after you did that your bird just ate beetroot or pomegranates or some red berries and the color of the poop was completely natural based on what they ate and there's not a problem? Yeah, been there. Yeah, Max. Oh, you're having a nappy nap, aren't you, Max? Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Emily. Most bird owners do think of, most pet animal owners think of pets sort of as kids. And definitely parrots, especially some parrots, tend to be a little bit more human. Yeah. Yeah, no, so good to see so many people joining us in the comments. Yeah, we're going to hang out for a bit. Max is taking a bit of a nap. After his nap, he'll get active again. He usually doesn't nap too long, middle of stream. But sometimes he just wants to sit and relax. I mean, you know, he just ate a big meal, right, Max? Yeah, you're thinking about digesting it. But yeah, so we had lots of fun this week. A couple of little scares. But if you own birds, if you own parrots, you have a good avian vet on speed dial. Yeah. Nope, everyone's healthy, everyone's fine. But yeah. I know, Chico. I hear you telling me to whisper. Yeah, the weather's getting nicer, so we're probably going to do some more streams outside. Doing some more pop-ups with that, which are always fun. I saw videos from this week I haven't shared. We had a talkative boy this week, though. I really loved the video with him watching them put up the drop chute, and he was just balking away. Very happy. All the balks in the world. But you can really see in his body language over the last month, the beginning of the month when he was outside watching the construction workers, he wasn't too sure about things. Feathers were down, eyes were wide. He was looking kind of alert. Kept sort of coming in close to me, looking for a bit of reassurance. Now he's standing out there, feathers puffed up, standing on one foot, picking the other nails, just sort of watching as they're banging, crashing around. And he says, yeah, okay, whatever. Not a big deal, Mom. So he's definitely figured it out and definitely calmed down about what's going on. Tico's been insisting that we keep the blinds closed. Scary noises outside might be parrot-eating monsters, and he does not want those parrot-eating monsters being able to see him. T-Cal couldn't care less. And Mango's, he's had a few moments. He's not super happy about stuff. It's been keeping him from some of his naps, and you can see it's disrupted his schedule. But he's been pretty good. But when Mango gets grumpy, oh boy, does he get grumpy. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we've got a super sticker from Logan. $1 from Logan. Hi, Cammy. Ah. Yeah. Actually, if you do have birds, make sure that you've got exit plans ready. Like if you needed to leave your house in a big hurry with your flock, where are the carriers? I mean, if they're downstairs and they're put away far, how long would it take you to grab carriers and get out the door? You know, in an emergency, how quickly could you bug out with the flock? Our plans, you know, we've got Mango's big carrier upstairs. I know Mango. I've got carriers for Tico and T-Cal in the front closet. Yeah, I know most people use the front closet for things like clothes, but I use it for bird stuff. And Max, I've got harnesses within easy grab. Max would probably, in an emergency, he would probably be refusing to hop into a carrier right away. And he's used to being on me with harness. And if I had to carry the birds, I can carry Tico, T-Cal, and Mango in carriers. I couldn't handle a fourth carrier, so having the harness would be the solution for Max. So that's sort of my exit plan. But if you've got smaller birds, you know, easy exit plan, keep a pillowcase near the door. If you need to bug out in a big hurry, if there's an emergency, a fire or something, you need to run out of your house, you know, grab your birds, toss them into a pillowcase, close the top, you've got them secure, you're good to go, does not take up a lot of space. Birds are not going to be too happy, but you can solve one problem at a time. But yeah, there's all sorts of things. Are there any emergency preparations that you do for your flock? Anything that you've thought about? What are your bug out plans if you ever have to get out? Oh yeah, like a tornado like the one that hit near Birds and Beaks in Michigan. Yeah. Oh yeah, you never quite know what's happening with the weather. So pretty. Oh, are you waking up? Oh, big fluff. Big fluff. Hey, Max. Oh, what have I got here? Oops, that's empty. It's all right, Max. Let's see if I've got pasta for you. I have to go over to the pantry. I've got pasta. I haven't been able to get the pasta I usually get the birds, but I've got some gluten-free here. And the gluten-free, it's rice and quinoa based pasta. It's organic. Yeah. And this one's spaghetti. You want a stick of pasta, honey? You want a stick? You eat a stick of pasta? There. Crunchy. Not good. Hello, Tico. Do you want one? Here's one. Oh yeah, you want that. Yoink. Hi. T-Cal. Good job, T-Cal. Yeah, I know, Mango, you don't like crunchy pasta. I know. Every bird here has different likes and dislikes. There have been days where I've had to make 2 different dinners because Mango is not a fan of what I'm feeding the rest of the flock. Oh, that's such a nice nibble, buddy. So polite, such a nice nibble. Max really, really likes his pasta crunchy. And we go with the rice quinoa based pasta. It's a little bit healthier for him. I know, Max. Is that good? You gonna wake up after that and then we can play some birdie games? Yeah, we occasionally will get tornado warnings here in Calgary. And it's interesting because it's really only been the last decade that we've seen the warnings in town. And I mean, I've lived here my entire life. The first time I actually had to take shelter with the tornado warning was in this place. And I've only lived here for 10 years in this particular home. So, I mean, it was head downstairs. I don't have a proper basement. It's sort of more of a walkout with the garage down there. But there's a wall, and it is the bottom, and there's 3 walls that are concrete. So, better than the upstairs. I've got a large, what used to be a kitchen island in my old house. It's got a really heavy butcher block top. It's quite strongly built, really, really sturdy. So what I tend to do is I'll put when I had that tornado warning, I shoved everybody into carriers. Max refused to go for a carrier. He was clamped onto my arm. I pushed everybody into the underside of that, and then took into the stairwell corner with Max, where I sat until the warning had lifted, because that was the safest spot. That was the spot inside the house where there was the best cover. So yeah, so it's something I guess we need to start thinking about now. Sort of, what do we do if there's an emergency like that, right? Last year we had that major hailstorm that just did billions of dollars of damage and took out a large swath of Calgary. We're in Hailstorm Alley, but getting pelted by hail larger than golf balls is not my idea of fun. Right, Max? I know, you were not happy with that storm, were you? That particular storm, I had everybody it was not tornado warned, but I had everybody inside of their cages, because that was the best spot. And then I actually stood beside Mango's cage and held his hand. He held my finger with his foot because he was scared. He did not want to let go of me, and he wanted a little bit of reassurance. Everybody else was just watching and looking at me saying, "Is everything okay, Mom?" It was pretty scary when it hit, right, Max? Pretty loud. Sounded like a freight train going over top of the house, with just hammers pounding everywhere. But yeah. That was just a major hailstorm, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, that coffee is good. Hi, Mango. I know. Is it molting season? Such a pretty feather, honey. Oh, yeah, scritchies? Want some scritchies? Good boy. You want to have a plinky plonky this afternoon? You need one. Okay. Mango's a little bit overdue for a shower. He tends to prefer to interact with things like that in the afternoon. He's quite fixed on his idea of a fun schedule. And with all of the construction, when there's stuff hanging around, he's not been interested in going to other parts of the house. He wants to keep his cage within sight. Can't say I blame him, but yeah. You need a Blinky Plonky right now, buddy. Hi, Yolanda. Hi, Tapawanashi. Hi, Aya. Oh, it's so good to see everybody joining us today. And if you're new here, make sure that you give us a follow. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment. Let us know where you're joining us from. We're a very, very friendly bunch. Some of us have known each other for years, but we're super, super welcoming to new friends. And if you say hello, someone will say hello right back. You know, we're super, super friendly. Rules in the chat are very simple. Be kind and don't spam. That's really it, right? You know. Oh my goodness, Emily, it is amazing how destructive tornadoes are. The first big tornado that I saw the aftermath of was 1986, the big one that hit just outside of Edmonton. And I remember driving through that area after it hit, and oh my goodness, was there damage. It was pretty amazing. Weather can be very damaging. Hi, Suzanne. Yeah, Max, what do you think? What do you think? I'm just going to hop over here and just see if I'm missing out on any comments. I don't want to exit my live video. No. Seeing what I'm missing here. Yeah, I think everyone's ready for a nap today. Facebook's pretty quiet. Our chat over on YouTube's a little bit more active, but that's usually the case. So if you're looking for a more active chat, just hop over to YouTube and find us, Max the Moluccan. Is there any news that we should be sharing this weekend? Oh, it is a long weekend. It's the Victoria Day long weekend, at least in Canada. And we've got a long weekend sale on our Etsy store. Absolutely everything in our Etsy store is on sale. Magnets, stickers, keychains, notebooks, bookmarks, our fridge poetry. Everything is on sale. I've got a couple of t-shirts as well. I think I've got those ones listed on Etsy. But if you're ordering on Etsy and you're looking for a t-shirt and you don't see the listing, message me and I will check what we've got in for stock. But we've got a couple of different designs, some different sizes. We don't carry a lot of stock of t-shirts in-house. Most of our t-shirts are print on demand, but we have ordered some in the past just so that we have them available. Let's see. Well, that didn't work too well, buddy. I think I can open this. I'm going to open this bag just to show. Oops. Yeah. Do not let your children eat this bag. Do not play with this bag. I'm just going to open this one just to show what we've got. Here's an example of one of the designs that we've got available. Okay, I'm going to shift this in and I'm going to walk over here, Max. But, for example, this guy here, I don't want to unfold it completely. I'm going to keep him folded just to keep him looking pretty. But this design right here with the entire flock, it's, actually, we will have to unfold it completely. That's okay, Max. I'll fold it up again. But that design right there with the entire flock, I know, Max, on the circle, that is really, really fun. We've got that one in stock in a couple of sizes. Brand new. I'm just going to fold this one back up and tuck him back into his plastic bag. But we've got a couple of other designs here as well. So if you are looking, you want to pick up a few other things from our Etsy store and save on shipping by having it all shipped together, just send us a message and we'll let you know what we've got for sizes and whatnot. But that one there is, that one I was just holding was an extra large. What else we got here? But that one's a really fun design, really big, really bold, and it showcases the entire flock. That is a new design. I know, Max. Oops. Oh. And what's this design here? Yeah. And one thing I'll remind you of, I've occasionally had people say, well, I can get a shirt cheaper at Walmart, or I can pick up a sticker at the dollar store cheaper. Yes, but those are done in bulk. Our Max merch, it is all small runs, small order, it's specialty designs. So we are not able to print 10,000. So yeah. So we keep our pricing pretty reasonable. If you want something really inexpensive and you want max mail, pick up a single sticker or a magnet. You know, you can get it for the cost of a coffee. I mean, it's pretty inexpensive. And you can, and mailing, we'd be able to put that just in the regular mail, so pretty inexpensive there, pretty cheap. So, yeah. Oh, and we've got another of that same design in an extra large right there, fresh in the bag. But yeah, so that design, I've got at least 2 extra large, and I'm not upstairs right now, so I can't check the rest. But I just had those 2 by the door. So yeah, we've got lots of good stuff here. And then our Etsy store, of course, we've got stickers and magnets and all sorts of fun stuff. We've got French poetry. That one's really fun. I know a few people have picked that one up. It's very limited order, limited offer. It takes a fair bit to generate it, but it comes in a collector's tin. And if you've seen French poetry, pair it up with any of the Max magnets. You can have some fun. It comes in a tin that's magnetic. You can play with it right on the tin. It really is fun. Oh, check my camera on Facebook. What happened on Facebook? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, I did not notice that. I really appreciate that somebody said something in the comments. Yeah, that is what can happen when you're trying to multi-stream. And yeah, I think we've got a good view on Facebook now. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, everyone got to watch what we were saying on YouTube. That is so funny. Yeah, I think I moved that over when I was showing off the t-shirts. Oopsies. Lullager did not do that very well, did she, Max? So, Max, what kind of games would you like to play? Are you finished your nap? Are you ready for some games? Are you ready to play? You got some games. And I'll try and do this without interrupting the cameras. Okay, what's this? Oh, scritchies? Okay, oh, we got a big poopy there too. Let me get rid of that poopy first. Yeah, Max had a bunch of juicy fruit for breakfast, including some mango. So, big sticky poop. Big sticky poop. Oh boy, Max, you were asking for scritchies, weren't you? There, scritchies, yeah. Nice scritchies. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get you some scritchies from everyone. If you want to send Max some scritchies, just toss up an emoji of a heart. Either in the comments or on YouTube, you've got the reaction button. You can just hit a heart and just have them flying up. Send Max some scritchies with a heart. Oh, I know, buddy. I know. That was tough. Mama Dear was not very good at that one, was she? Oh my goodness, look at all those hearts. All those scritchies, Max. All those scritchies. Yes. Oh, yes. You gonna play Dallas? A fun game? I know, Max. Good bite. Good bite. Here, gotta do that. You reach it? Mom, toys are much more fun when you're holding them. Huh? Yeah. Switchies? Yeah, Max really prefers toys when they're interactive, don't you, buddy? All those scritchies. Yes, that feels so good. So good. Here. Let's go here again. Oops. Knock that off. There. Jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle. Good job. I'm going to put this here. My arm's getting tired holding it up that far in the air. Good job, Max. Good job. Burb loves talking about certification. Yeah. Now, occasionally we'll send out cards to people that have been certified by the flock. If you want to arrange Max Mail that's certified, you want us to send you a card with a magnet or something, you can order the card on Etsy, you can order the magnet, a sticker on Etsy, and you can ask us to write you a note and get the bird to certify the card for you, and we'll happily do so. It's not that expensive, and the costs just cover the cost of mailing and the cost of the card. Yeah. We don't charge extra for the certification if it's asked for. That's, of course, based on only occasionally getting those requests. If we got 10 requests a day, we'd have to charge for it, because it can take a bit of time to collect certification from all the birds. Right, Nagel? Yeah? Hi! I remember the first time I asked you to certify a card, you looked at me like I was crazy. Yeah. My goodness. Yeah, you're having a good day. Hi. Good boy. Good boy. So Max, do you want to play a couple more games? You can play the catch. Want to play catch? I got some toys to play catch with. Oh boy, I'm going to have to get in here to play catch. Tall. That's a big one, honey. You can catch it. You want to catch the other one first? Okay, tall. Ooh. Mom, I wasn't ready for it. How about this one? Are you tired today, hun? Good job. And some of your new baby links. You like those, don't you? Ooh, you want to catch this one now? Good job. Whoa, right at me. Got it. Catch. Oops. How about one of your boats? It's a little bit dusty. It's a problem with having cockatoos. Things get dusty. Oops. How about this? Oh, that was a tough one to catch. Catch. Oh boy. All right, let me go get some more stuff to catch. But catch, honey. We got some more stuff over here to catch. Got some rings and cups. Cup. Max loves these cups. Ooh, Mom, you didn't toss it right. Good job. Have fun? There you go. Oops. Caught it. Can you catch a little monkey? It's light and it's hard to catch. You're warmed up now, huh? Good job! Catch and release. How am I supposed to catch it over there? Here. Okay. How about this one? Oh, that one's bent a little bit. Mango plays rough with those, you know, honey. Yeah, he does. Good job, Max. Want a couple more bagels? think bagels are his favorite thing in the world to catch. Okay. Let's get a couple of bagels. I got 3 more bagels. I always love to play catch live because this way you can see there's no strings. There's nothing happening except the bird grabbing in the air. There we go. Good job, Max. Good job. My goodness gracious. All right, I'm going to go wash. And I'm going to check comments. Oh, you got some Lego. Lego for the win. Oh, you were playing with the Lego so nicely. Fluff and chops up. Hello, Mango. Hello. Hello. Pretty whistles. That's right, Mango. It's your turn next. Hello. Oh. Good job. Oh, I know what we can do. Max is not super enthused about stuff right now. But I've got some stuff I wanted to do, so I can do it on camera. There it is. We talk sometimes about vet wrap and perches, and I've got a perch stick that I use to pick up Tico, especially when he gets into places he shouldn't be. And this one, the vet wrap's beginning to look kind of grotty. And you'll notice it's the same vet wrap I put up here. So I want to show you how we do this. So taking off the vet wrap, it just sticks to itself and I can just roll it off. You can see it's getting fresh underneath. I could probably even cut that and just be okay with having a single layer down there. But when I change it, I like to change it entirely. So we're just going to keep going here. There. Whoa. There we go. So now we've just got the stick. I'm just going to get rid of that. I know. It's cruddy, isn't it, honey? Why vet wrap? 2 reasons. Number 1, it gives better grip. And number 2, it's a little bit softer on the feet. You know, we've got a variety of perches inside of cages. I'm just going to shift you back a little bit, Max. But for this perch, for example, it's a straight perch, not great for the feet. So I'm just going to grab the vet wrap here, and it just comes in a roll. It comes under some different names, including horse wrap. And to wrap it, all I'm going to do is I'm going to start it here. I'm going to give it a little bit of a stretch. And give it a stretch. First round. And I'm just going to, I should have picked contrast and color. I know, Max, you're interested. And I'm just going to run it down here. I know. I could have washed that dowel too. It's got a bit of uck on it, but that's okay. It's dried. It's underneath the vet wrap. Whoops. And I usually just sort of do a double roll. You can see how it's sticking to itself. And it's not unrolling. Whoop. Okay, it does unroll a little bit if I don't have it stretched enough. But it does not unroll too easily. I'm just going to run it up here. And I'm going to go off camera to grab myself a pair of scissors. You got scissors, honey? Or an X-Acto knife? An X-Acto knife will work. So I don't need the whole roll. Just need what I need. But you saw how I was rolling it around. And to finish it off, I just give it a really, really good stretch. It sticks to itself, and I just push it down like that. Now it's not going to unroll. It's just going to stand there nice and tight. So that one's now wrapped. I usually get the pretty colors, but I'm getting down to the end. I just buy a bulk pack. Amazon's actually got some pretty good pricing, but the best price on vet wrap, if you've got a horse supply store near you, they're going to have the big rolls for cheap. Comes in different widths, but it's great for perches, especially if you've got an older bird, maybe they've got a bit of bumblefoot happening. Keeps things clean, and to removes without a residue, really, really easy. And now the bird's perch is ready to go. Just realized one reason why I might have wanted to wrap that with a different colors to make it more obvious for TCal, but that's okay. All right, TCal, I just rewrapped it for you. Yeah. Now, TCal sometimes will refuse to step up on something if he really wants to stay put, so it's a great way to pick him up. Especially inside the cage, sometimes he gets a bit territorial, and I can reach in with the perch and ask him to step, and he'll step. If I reach in with the hand, I might get chomped on. And he does not like the taste of that. Mind you, I'm not a fan of it either. I know, Max, I know. Are you having a good day? So, yeah, so that's just how to roll the vet wrap. It's something I don't do all the time, so I like to occasionally do it on camera just to show how it's done, especially when I'm talking to people about it. Someone's talking about Longview, Alberta? Oh, Oregon, sorry. I got excited. I thought we had somebody in Alberta for a minute. Hi. I know, Max, it's tough to be a bird. But yes, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Just to recap, it is May long weekend. We have everything on sale in our Etsy store. We've got links to it on the socials, but if you go to www.maxandmoluccan.com, you'll find a link to it. There's still a couple of Max stuffies available on the Gimme Swag site. Up, Max, up. Up. Come on up. Climb up. Climb up. Oh, you went poop again, did you? Well, you climb up, honey. We get that. It's Ucky. It's Ucky. I know, that was a big spatter. Yeah. I know, buddy. I know. But yeah, so everything in his Etsy store is for sale, on sale this weekend. Yeah, Max, I know. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. I want to say thank you to everybody who joined us today, for watching, for your likes, for your comments, for subscribing. Oh my goodness, if you're not subscribed yet, give us a subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the socials. If you are looking for us on a platform like Facebook, I'm going to give you a little tip. There's a bunch of imitations out there. Up. Max is the one with 85,000 followers on Facebook. If you find a Max Moluccan with only 100 followers, it's a scam, right, Max? Max's brother Mango has a Facebook page as well, and an Instagram page called Mr. Magoo, the Moluccan Cockatoo. He does not have as many followers. I'm going to say about 750, but that's where I'm posting a lot of the Mango content, because a lot of people on the main channel like to focus on Max, and I like to keep a bunch of Mango content together in one place for his pips and pops to find. So usually, even if I do share it off to the main channel, it will be there as well. Can you climb up, please, honey? Come on. Legos. Oh, there's snackos. Go get it. Go get it. Come on up. Up. Climb up, honey. Climbs. But I want to say thank you to everybody for super stickers. Thank you to everybody for super chats. My goodness, I appreciate each and every one of you. Really, Max? Uh-oh. What do you want, honey? The yell about. Yeah, Max is getting tired. I think it's a nap time for him. But I want to thank everybody for following us, for joining our stream. Thank you to everybody on Facebook for the stars. If you sent stars on Facebook, I will make sure that I go and comment on them if I miss saying thank you to you. Thank you to everybody on our YouTube for joining us. Max, what's the screams about? My goodness, honey. I'm going to pick this up for a minute. Oh, there you go. Close up. Yeah, screamies. Yeah, we heard that. That was loud. All right, Max. All right, we're going to end the stream, but thank you, everybody, and a special thank you to Raisin Cane, our moderator, for helping keep everybody in check. Oh, Max. Okay, Max is getting tired of being on the perch. He wants to go do something. Buck, everybody, and thank you again. Good job, Max.